One thing people commonly ask me is how do I move existing resources from Prisma Cloud Compute into Terraform? And it's actually pretty simple. Let me just show you how. So now we're in my Prisma Cloud console and I have this sample host runtime policy. You can see that's how it looks in Prisma Cloud. It's a pretty big resource. It would take me some time to recreate it in Terraform, but there's actually a way around it. Let's go to Prisma Cloud Compute Provider page. So I have this host runtime policy resource. And the only thing I have to do right now is create this resource in my Terraform file. Instead of filling up all the properties, I just kind of leave this resource blank. And I'm going to import this resource. Terraform import resource type, resource name. Then I need to specify ID. I know that host runtime rule collection is going to have an ID of host runtime. That's what I'm going to run. Okay, I successfully imported my Prisma Cloud host runtime policy in Terraform. Okay, so you would ask what's next, because here in Terraform I still have this stuff as blank. If I run Terraform plan, it's gonna try to create this resource with all the properties blank, and that's definitely not something we want. What I'm gonna do next is run Terraform show, which gonna just dump all the resources in the state. Sometimes you can just copy paste it from a terminal, but I would prefer to dump it into the file. So I'm just gonna dump it into prisma.tf file. Now, if I go to my VS Code, I have this resource in my prisma.tf file. Normally what I do is just go back to my NTF or like whatever your original Terraform file was, and just copy paste this resource. The only thing, you don't have to specify ID. The only reason I know, because I already ran it before and I know ID is computed property, so you don't have to specify it. But for some resources, you might have to play around with Terraform plan to see which properties you have to remove. So now I can go and delete prisma.tf file, so it's not gonna mess up with my Terraform plan. Now, just as a best practice, I kind of format my code. And I'm going to run Terraform plan again. And as you can see now, it has no changes. Now I can just use this rule set in my automation tool, so I don't have to recreate this whole file manually. I can just use this workflow to create the other resources I have in my Prisma Cloud already. By the way, this method works with other providers. For example, Datadog, place where it's really common to use something like that. Thank you guys for staying with me and watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Just write it down in the comment section of this YouTube video. Or you can also send me an email. I have my email in my profile. And definitely subscribe if you're interested to see more content like this one.